This recording of Finding Your Powers is brought to you by the Carter Hughes Knowledge Institute.
Okay, so here's the challenge. Just for today, let's try to reduce the complaining. Complaining is the opposite of gratitude, right? Choosing to focus on what we lack instead of choosing to focus on what we have, right? That's the foundation to complaining. In this country specifically, we get to benefit from so much, and we only have to contribute to a few things. In this country, we get to consume so many things, and we only have to produce a few things. If you were born into a situation like this, would you be grateful for it, or would you be complaining about it? Or would you look around to see what other people are doing and just copy their behavior? You're right. You're definitely right. There's reasons to complain at times. But this life here is the only one I've got. So I'm not going to curse the only life I've got. This society here is the only one I've got. So I'm not going to curse the only society I've got. This workforce here, right? Not perfect at all, just like me. But it's the only one I have. I didn't create it, but I can figure out how to benefit from it. So I'm not going to curse the only workforce I have. Don't curse all you've got. If I see areas that I believe should be improved, then I try to contribute to that improvement. Each of us is creative enough to find things to complain about. And each of us is creative enough to find things to be grateful for. It's a choice that we make. So just for today, let's try to reduce the complaining. And I don't know if you're familiar, but Adam and Eve's lack of gratitude and lack of accountability, right? Two foundational components of all complaints, right? That lack of gratitude and that lack of accountability. When Adam and Eve showed those two traits, the story says their lives were cursed. The earth was cursed. Is there a penalty for lacking gratitude and lacking accountability? I don't know. But I do believe every story has a message in it. So just for today, let's try to reduce the complaining. Reframe and replace. When you get a complaining thought, use your creativity to reframe and replace that thought with something that you can be grateful for. For example, I was in Lagos a few months ago, right? And I missed my flight coming back to the U.S. In that situation, I chose to focus on being grateful for the ability to eventually get another flight, being grateful for the ability to eventually get back home, and I accepted that there must be something that's supposed to happen or someone that I'm supposed to meet. Of course, I was mad, right? It's a frustrating experience. But this simple exercise of forcing my mental energy to focus on all the things that I've been given. There's so much I've been given in this life, starting with this life. I didn't deserve this life. I didn't earn this life in any way. It was given to me. These abilities were given to me. It's up to me to make the most of it, but they were given to me. Lucky to have a great family. Lucky to have love. Lucky to be inspired by so many people. Helped by so many people. When I shifted my energy to focusing on those things, it got a lot tougher to be upset about a missed flight. Reframe and replace. If that thought doesn't help you, reframe it and replace it with a thought that does. Just for today, let's try to reduce the complaining. Thank you.